is not like patent prosecution in other fields. The science is newer, the terminology changes constantly, and the legal standards are demanding in ways that don't apply to most other industries. If you're a biotech company, a life sciences startup, or an inventor working in this space, understanding those differences matters. This video covers what makes biotech patent prosecution distinct and what that means for protecting your technology. Electrical engineering and mechanical inventions build on over a century of established science. Biotechnology, by contrast, is a young field. DNA structure wasn't understood until 1953. Recombinant DNA techniques, the foundation of modern biotech, only emerged in the mid-1970s. Terms that patent practitioners use routinely today were coined as recently as the early 1990s. That pace of development means the technical language, the science, and the legal standards are all moving targets. For patent attorneys working in this space, continuous learning isn't optional. It's a basic requirement of the job. One of the most consequential legal issues in biotech patent prosecution is enablement, the requirement that a patent application describe your invention in enough detail that someone skilled in the field could actually reproduce it. This standard was reinforced by the Supreme Court's decision in Amgen versus Sanofi, where the court invalidated Amgen's patents on monoclonal antibodies because the claims covered potentially hundreds of thousands of molecular variations without adequately explaining how to make them all. The takeaway is straightforward. The broader your patent claims, the more detailed your enablement must be. In biotechnology, where a single functional description can theoretically cover an enormous range of molecular variations, that tension between claim scope and patent validity is a central challenge in every application. Biotech patent prosecution also involves navigating real business constraints. Many life sciences companies, particularly startups and international clients, operate with limited IP budgets. That means the ideal claim scope isn't always the practical one. Decisions about how broadly to claim an invention, whether to appeal an examiner's rejection, or when to file continuation applications all have to be weighed against what a client can actually afford. Getting claims allowed often requires detailed, specific limitations, covering particular preparation methods, application techniques, or formulation components, rather than broad functional language. That's not always ideal from a pure IP standpoint, but securing reasonable protection within a client's budget is frequently the right call. For biotech and life sciences companies, a few principles apply across the board. Enablement needs to be considered from the start, not addressed after the fact. Claim scope should be calibrated to what can actually be supported by the specification. And building a patent portfolio through strategic continuation filings is often more effective than pursuing the broadest possible claims in a single application. Natural products, biologics, and medical devices each present their own specific considerations around formulation, preparation methods, and biological materials. Working with patent counsel who understands the underlying science, not just the legal process, makes a measurable difference in the quality of protection you end up with. At Allen, Dyer, Doppelt, and Gilchrist, our team handles patent prosecution across biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices, working with clients from individual inventors to established companies. Read the full article below for a deeper look at the legal standards and strategic considerations covered here, or contact us today to schedule a consultation.